This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Wake Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Ooh, good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. It is a little bit nippy outside this morning. Welcome to your primetime forecast for Wednesday, January 17th, 2024 on Dr. Don's Weather. Oh, bone chilling out there. We'll tell you when we think all of this is going to end coming up on this morning's edition of your primetime forecast. Don't forget about Mr. Mark Mitchell at Bama Diesel Repair. In Woodland, Alabama, Mr. Mark can handle all of your diesel repair needs. Get in touch with him at 256-201-3685. Remember, Bama Diesel Repair for all of your diesel repaired needs. Also, Jamie Badukas up there in Woodland, Alabama can handle all of your insurance needs, both commercial and personal, both in Alabama and in Georgia. Jamie can put money back in your pocket. Get in touch with Jamie at 256-831-7770. It only takes about 5 minutes for Jamie to tell you how much money he can save you, and there's zero obligation. You can also click the link at the top of the video, or you can scan that QR code you see there on the screen. Jamie Dukas for all of your insurance needs for East Alabama and West Georgia. Also, do not hesitate. Head over to our YouTube channel and click that subscribe button and that little bell. So the next time we go live to cover severe weather or winter weather, you'll be guaranteed to get that push notification. So we have no severe weather to deal with, but the severe cold does continue across East Alabama and West Georgia. It's downright bone-chilling ugly out there this morning. And then we'll deal with that again tonight. We'll have a little bit of a reprieve on Thursday night because we have some liquid precipitation that will be in the area. And then we have a reinforcing cold front that'll blow through on Friday. So Friday night and Saturday night are going to be down there in the mid to lower teens as well. And then I believe there's some light at the end of the tunnel. As we get into next week, we may actually be warmer than usual as we get into that third week of January. As a matter of fact, long range is telling us it's going to be unseasonably warm for the remainder of January. But don't get excited. Spring is not here. We still have February and March to go before we can start looking forward to those springtime months. And then, of course, we'll have to deal with severe weather then. All right, so this tells the story this morning, and it is absolutely frigid out there. Look at those numbers from the venue at 5 Points Farms. Currently, 11.9 degrees, so under clear skies, no wind, humidity 85%, the barometric pressure at 30.39. And there it is, folks. The dew point is at 8 degrees this morning. So just understand the temperature can never go lower than the dew point. So there's still an opportunity to lose a degree or two this morning before we record our overnight low. Currently at 11.9 degrees, but it could go as low as 8 degrees before the sun rises. And between now and sunrise is typically the coldest part of the overnight. So we may drop another degree or two before all is said and done. So 0.35 of an inch of rain over this past 24 to 46 hours, that last little winter brush that we had. Most of that fell in the form of rain. Some of it, of course, was sleet, and some of it was freezing rain. High temperature yesterday was 43, and that was achieved at midnight last night. It was cold all day long yesterday. Sunrise this morning at 6:42, and the sun sets at 5 p.m. this afternoon. So it's going to be a mostly sunny day. We'll stay in the 30s for most locations across East Alabama and West Georgia. 39 this afternoon in Roanoke, 37 in Ashland and Lineville. We'll make it to 36 up there in Ranburne. We'll hit 40 in Carrollton. The hot spot this afternoon will be down in LaGrange. We're expected to make it to 43 degrees. So we'll warm up enough today to thaw out any frozen pipes and be real mindful of all of that. We'll probably get above freezing late morning. If you're going to be leaving and going to work, you might want to run back to the house at lunchtime if you live close enough and just check and make sure you don't have any busted pipes, because if those things run all day long, they can cause a lot of damage. If your water's frozen this morning, it will thaw out later on this morning, but then refreeze again this evening. But all in all, not a bad day temperature-wise across East Alabama and West Georgia. Let's take a look at your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. A mostly sunny Wednesday, 38, 39 for your daytime high, but there'll be lots of sunshine, so there'll be radiational heating. That sun, when it beams down on you, you can feel it, even though that doesn't really change the air temperature that much. It's going to feel nice if you're in the sunshine. You're in the shade, not so much. 20 your overnight low tonight. Then on Thursday, well, most of the day will be sunny. We'll get cloudy by noon. Afternoon, we've got a slight chance of a shower late in the day, and then we'll increase that chance of rain during the overnight. But notice our temperatures stay above freezing. So this is going to be a cold rain on Thursday night at 36 degrees, 70% chance. And those showers are going to be running out ahead of a cold front that will come through here Friday to reinforce the cold air we already have in place. 44 your high on Friday, down to 15 on Friday night. Saturday mostly sunny. And maybe Saturday is the coldest day we've seen of this entire cold snap. We're talking about 33 will be our daytime high on Saturday. It's conceivable that some locations across the area may stay below freezing for a 24-hour period. Because we make it to 15 on Friday night, you may not get above freezing on Saturday, and we're back down to 15 again on Saturday night, so it may be Sunday noon before you thaw out. So keep that in mind. 42 the high on Sunday, down to 23 on Sunday night. That's actually going to feel warm. And then on Monday, look at that, 50 for your afternoon high, down to 36 on Monday night, and temperatures slowly moderate next week. And right now, looking out as far as we can see, there are no signals from the models that we see any more Arctic air coming our way. So for the remainder of January, we may stay a little warmer than average to finish out the month of January. Here's your Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar. Yeah, of course, there's no precipitation out there this morning, but I did want to show you the current temperatures. Look at that, 0 in Nashville, Tennessee. We see you up there in the frozen portions of Tennessee. The Knoxville's at 3 degrees this morning. It is 9 this morning up in Fort Payne. We have 3 degrees in Muscle Shoals. Look at 12 degrees in Montgomery, Alabama. It's 14 over in Atlanta. We're down at 19 degrees at Mobile. Folks, the big, huge bridge that you cross over going into Mobile, they call it, and I don't know who did this, but they call it the Dolly Parton Bridge. They had to close that yesterday and last night because of icing. I don't know I've never heard of that before, that far south. But the big bridge there at Saraland going into Mobile was closed for a period of time because of icing. And then, of course, across East Alabama and West Georgia, we're between 12 degrees and 14 degrees, depending on where you are this morning. But, I mean, those single digits all the way down into North Alabama. It's actually colder down here than it is in some portions of the upper Midwest this morning across the United States. Just craziness going on out there, and just way, way too cold for this part of the country. Don't forget to head over to Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is what I'm trying to say. And follow us there at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information over on the Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and DrDonWX.com. I hope that those of you who signed up for HyperReach have benefited from the information that the Randolph County Commission and the Emergency Management Agency there in Randolph County has been sending out to you. And if you haven't signed up and you live in Randolph County, you need to do so. All you got to do is dial 256-540-8664 and text the word alert to that number. Then you're going to get a link where you can sign up to receive important information. Now, they're not going to hit you with spam. They're not going to be constantly sending stuff out. So it's not annoying at all. The only time you'll hear from them is when you need to hear from them. So be sure you sign up for that today. And look, folks, regardless of where you live across this country, if you're watching us on Dr. Don's Weather, odds are your county government or municipality has a mass notification system to warn you and give you important information. So all you have to do is Google your county, find your county website or your city's website. And right there on the home page, I promise you, there will be information on how you can sign up for mass notification from your local government so they can keep you up to date on what's going on during times of severe weather, man-made disasters, and all that stuff. So be sure you do that. And also remember that we are under a wind chill advisory through about 8 a.m. this morning and a hard freeze warning through about 8 or 9 a.m. And then that hard freeze warning is going to come back again tonight. And then we most likely will see hard freeze warnings over the weekend as well. It's all about your plumbing right now, your plumbing, your pets, and those your neighbors and elderly folks who don't have adequate heat. Make sure they're all taken care of. Be very careful with busted water pipes. That's going to happen today. Once we warm up and get above freezing, pipes are going to start to thaw, and there are going to be some busted water pipes. And most of the damage when this kind of stuff happens is water damage because folks are at work and they don't know their pipes have burst and then their house floods. So do whatever you can to keep that from happening. If I woke up this morning and my water was frozen and I've got to leave my house and be gone all day long, when I leave out this morning, I'm turning my water off out at the main just to be on the safe side, because you don't want to come home this evening to find your home completely flooded with thousands of dollars worth of flood damage. So think about that when you leave out this morning. If your water's frozen right now and you've got to leave, turn that water off at the meter before you get gone. So when you get home tonight, you won't come back to an ocean in your living room, because that could definitely happen. All right, folks, I hope you're safe out there this morning. Be kind to one another, and good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll see you back in your first thing tomorrow morning for another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your Primetime Forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.